But anyway, another thing that I really enjoy is the Chiefs. I do enjoy the Chiefs if you don't know that by now.
Oh
But
yeah.
the Brady and Mahomes rivalry is something that's really interesting. It hasn't happened all that much, but I guess it's happened every year that Mahomes has been a starter, plus one now because they played in the playoffs. But what are your thoughts when you saw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come up on the schedule when Brady goes to Tampa Bay and we get it again this year?
Yeah, when I saw Brady go to the Bucks, I knew that it was going to be a big game for the Chiefs just because of the last couple seasons. I mean, the Chiefs got really close to beating them. Mahomes' first season as a starter, they had him on the ropes even there in New England. That was when New England was still a dynasty at that point,
Hmm.
and they came close to beating him even at home in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it was just a couple of battles, I guess you would say. And
Hmm.
if you don't want to put it any other way, it was just two really good games that came down to the wire. And Brady just got Mahomes there at the end each time, but Mahomes got his revenge last year and ended up winning the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And now we're in 2020, and it's a new time because Brady fled the AFC. He saw Patrick Mahomes, and he wasn't going anywhere. He was only getting better. And Brady, whether he wants to admit it to himself or not, is not getting any better. So he thought that I mean, I don't know if he thought this or not, but in my estimation, he
Right.
left the AFC because of Patrick Mahomes, and he thought his best chance to get back to a Super Bowl was to go to an NFC team. And he landed with the Bucks, and there he is. And they're having a decent season, not the best season, but they're a wild card team, I believe, as of right now, even after that
Hmm.
loss.
Yeah, 6-4. They did drop their game on Monday Night Football to the Rams, who Rams aren't too bad. I really don't think the Rams are that bad. They did lose to the Dolphins, but like we've talked about on several other podcasts, the Dolphins look like a legit team, even though they did just lose a game to the Broncos, who are not good at all. But
Yeah.
anyway, the Buccaneers I think is interesting, and I was always wondering about his choice to go to Tampa Bay. I thought that that was interesting. Maybe just Florida is a retirement state, and that's probably where he wanted to spend his retirement. No income tax too, make a little bit more money for him and his wife. So that's always nice too. But I'm curious what you think about these matchups because I've always found it odd when people say like this is Brady versus Mahomes because they're never on the field at the same time. They're not really
Yeah.
going directly mano against each other. So what are kind of your thoughts on the matchups like that?
Yeah, it's not really Brady versus Mahomes, although that's what we build it up to be, like you said.
Hmm.
But I do think that the Chiefs have gotten a little bit better in recent years at being able to defend Brady,
Yeah.
and they've been able to do some things like let's hope that the pass rush, the front four, can get back to what they have done in the past. They haven't done great recently, but if those guys like Chris Jones, Frank Clark, they've been hearing the noise this week for sure. You've seen it
Oh
all
yeah.
around on Twitter, so they know what people are saying. So I think against Tom Brady, they know the goat. They're going into Tampa Bay. They have something to prove. So I think that on that end, I think that they're going to be able to get after the quarterback and set the secondary up to maybe get a couple picks. I know Brady hasn't been as good as controlling the ball as he used to be. I know he used to be really good about not throwing interceptions, and this year he's just been kind of throwing it up there, throwing some lame ducks.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs are pretty good at forcing turnovers. So let's see if they can get some of those on Sunday. As far as Mahomes goes, it's really hard to say that he's ever even really had a terrible bad game. So
Right. Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see if the Bucks can do something against him. I know he struggled a little bit against San Diego, or not San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers the
Yeah.
last couple of years, and they have a good front four. I know that Tampa has a pretty good front four, so we'll see if they can disrupt things and not have to throw any blitzes because Mahomes reads those blitzes like I don't know any other quarterback that I've ever seen. He can just
Right.
pick them apart when they're rushing at him. So I think Mahomes will be able to handle it. I think it'll be a good matchup, but I think that in the end, I think that Mahomes and the Chiefs will be able to handle the Bucks.